Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Volume 6. I haven't talked about Volumes 1 through 5, but maybe we'll get there, of Ferenc Farkas, his orchestral works on Toccata Classics, featuring the MÁV Symphony Orchestra under Istvan Treher's violinist, Gábor Tákacs-Nagy is the conductor. Very good conductor, by the way. And these are interesting pieces. They really are. Farkas lived from, 1905 to 2000, so he had a good long life. He was known for much of his lifetime as a miniaturist. He exploited the dance legacy of Hungary from the Baroque period, and gypsies and the whole crew there. And it's very interesting, actually, because Hungarian folk music, or Hungarian music generally, whatever it is, has such a strong personality. It's like an inexhaustible well that composers can dip into. And you hear that here. But he also had his run-ins with the authorities, as we shall see. This particular disc, Volume 6, I got and listened to first because it contains his only symphony, which was written in 1952 and was absolutely stomped on and destroyed by the Composers Union in Hungary, to the point where he never wrote another one. It was withdrawn, and it's a pity because it's a very, very fine work. It is a tougher piece, more Bartók-like than, what you might call, the romantic nationalist or socialist realist schools of Hungarian music. It's not as formally tightly put together as Bartók, nor is it as dissonant in Bartók's earlier period anyway. But if you're thinking like Bartók Concerto for Orchestra style, that's about where we are. It has some really cool sounds in it. He exploits the full range of the symphony orchestra, from gnarly low things. The melodic material is memorable. It's well proportioned. It's 35 minutes long. The movements are marked, overture, elegy, scherzo, and finale. So it's normal, and it begins with a slow introduction and then perks up considerably. It's very interesting. It says overture on my iPhone when I was listening to it originally, but when I was listening to it here at home, the first movement is marked moderato and then allegro agitato. There's no overture or anything, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's really a fine work, and definitely worth investigating. The next piece, though, this concludes with a Prelude and Fugue, Preludio e fuga, from 1944 to 47. He spent a lot of time working on it. It does use a 12-note row for the fugue, but as the composer pointed out, the 12 notes, he said he wanted to make it nicer, more like Luigi Dalla Piccolo or Frank Martin than Schoenberg. So, for what that's worth, it's not my favorite piece on the disc. It still sounds kind of gray to me, but, that's me. And then the disc opens with a lovely ballet suite, the Sly Students from 1949. 20 minutes of sweetitude. This has, 6 movements. Oh, they're delicious. They really are. I mean, it's very Hungarian sounding, first of all. But, and I will also say, each of the longer movements sounds like it goes on maybe a minute too long. There's a little bit of sort of repetition of those very simple folk-like ideas that we've heard ever since, like Haydn. So, but it's charming. I mean, it's just full of charm. It's colorfully scored. The finale is really funny. It kind of sounds like a Hungarian version of the saber dance, at least the way it opens. The pas de deux before that is beautiful. A really, really lovely, it's passionate and I guess romantic, but somehow there's a certain reserve or clear-headedness to it that keeps it from sounding just like another Tchaikovsky knockoff. I mean, it really doesn't. There's real talent here. And so, like I said, I mean, this is a 6-volume series, of which this is number 6. The symphony is definitely worth hearing. You may not like the Preludio e Fuga. I didn't particularly, but it's still worth hearing. The whole disc is worth hearing. So feel free. Give it a shot. See what you think. You can't know until you listen. If you can stream it, stream some of it, stream the finale of the symphony, the first movement of the symphony, the opening movement, which is actually a festival, a fair in Debrecen. Really, really fun stuff. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.